we have our own set of potential pitfalls. But my job is to, take care of the broadcast like it was mine.
Now, you have been the top grosser for 6 of 10, or the lead for the top 6 or 10 boxing fights that have been put on pay-per-view. What is the stress level at that level? Because you're live.
One thing I've always told people is I am extremely lucky, and I realize it. I am very grateful that when I got into boxing, I started right at the top. I mean, my first month, I was doing Julio Cesar Chavez pay-per-views. My third or possibly fourth event was Philly's own Bernard Hopkins, who fought Segundo Mercado in Quito, Ecuador. And I had to do that international telecast for Showtime because they didn't go down. So I did the entire broadcast and fed it back to Showtime. So literally, as the Colonel, my play-by-play announcer and my best friend for many decades, said, Marty, do you know how lucky you are? He's from Boston. Do you know how lucky you are, Marty? It's like you got a job working in baseball and your first game's in the World Series. And then one of my first fights for Don King was Tyson McNeely. So starting at the top, wow. I didn't feel extra pressure on those big events, but there was a lot of extra work. Tyson McNeely, for example, I had 14 trucks in the TV compound because the Germans had their own truck, the Brits had their own truck, the Japanese had their own truck. And as the World Feed producer, I was responsible for helping all the foreign broadcasters. So it was like a mini Super Bowl. And I got thrown into that pretty quick.